welcome to the class. Let's start with the new topic, that is the characteristics of the animals. Okay, what do you mean by the characteristics of the animals? Do you know any characteristics of the animals? Yes. See, whenever we are talking about us, so you can say we are having the eyes, nose, lips, head, hair, hand, leg. These are our characteristics, which we can move from one place to another place. We can eat our food, we can digest our food, right? We are having the thinking process, we can excrete, right? We can think, we can respire. So these are the common characteristics for the humans. But now we are going to learn what kind of characteristics are present in different animals. So let's start with the different characteristics which are present in the different animals. See, all the animals differ from each other. That's why we are having this much diversity on the earth, that we are having lion, tiger, birds, so many reptiles are there, so many humans are there. And each human is differing from other human, right? So we are having the common characteristics also, and we are having the different characteristics also, which will helpful for the diversifying the animals. See, they are having some special organs or features that make them different from each other and help them to survive in the environment. See, as you know that different animals are having different food habits, na? Just like that only, they are having the different characteristics also. So that it will help these animals to survive in that particular kind of environment. Whenever some animal is having the characteristic that they can fly in the sky, some animals are having the characteristics so that they can walk on the land, right? They can run on the land. Some are having the characteristics due to which they can swim in the water. So they are having the different characteristics. Just imagine all the animals will be living on the land. Then there will be some shortage of the land to survive, right? To live. Just like for that purpose only, the different animals are having the different characteristics. So that some will be living in the water, some will be living or they will be spending most of their time in the air, some will be living on the land. So they are specified for different characteristics. See, what do you see in this image? Yes, you know, this is the structure which is related to fish. What do you know about this fish? How can you define the characteristic for this fish? Yes, this fish is having the gill-like structure over here. They are having the scales which are present on their skin. They are having this fins. With the help of this fins, they can easily swim in water, right? So these are the different characteristics regarding to fish. So let's discuss something about the fish. The only type of animal with maximum variety is fish. See, there are so many varieties of fish. You know, na, different names of the fish. Salmon fish is there, dolphins are there, whale is there, then globfish is there, starfish is there. So many different kind of variety of fish are there. No other animal has having this much variety like fish. So that is the one type of animal with maximum variety. Fish has a streamlined body and their backbone is made up of small bones. Streamlined body. What do you mean by the streamlined body? See, this animal is having the structure like this, which can easily swim in water with the flow of water. So for that part, they have to have their body shape like that, which can help them to swim in water. So for that part, they are having this streamlined body. And their backbone. Yes, see, our backbone is there, na, through which we can stand and sit properly. So just like that, fish body is having the this backbone like structure, which is made up of small bones. As you can see, the scales are present now. So just like that, the skeleton, or you can say the backbone, is made up of small bones. Their fins are modified limbs. As you know that any animal will be having the two types of limb, the forelimbs and the hind limbs. So the forelimbs which are present at the upper part or the, you can say, in the front part, and the hind limbs which are present at the lower part or the back side. So these fins are modified forelimbs that will help them to maintain the balance. See how they can maintain their balance. Whenever you are going for the swimming class, you have to maintain your body. You have to maintain the balance of your body in the water, right? So just like that, fish also have to maintain their body. They have to maintain their balance in the water. So for that part, they are having the fins-like structure. That tail helps them to change the direction. As we have seen that in the fish, they are having the tail-like structure like this, no? So this tail will help them. That is one kind of fin only. It will allow the change in the direction. If one fish is moving in this direction and suddenly if it wants to change the direction to left, then they will just move their tail, or you can say the fins which are present at the lower part, and it can change the direction, right? So this tail like structure or the fins will allow them to change their direction. Now see, they have gills to respire. As we are respiring through our lungs, they are having the gill like structure which will allow the exchange of gases, right? Fish have air bladder. How will you pronounce? These are the special characteristics of the fish. You have to remember this one. This fish is having the air bladder. Now, what do you mean by the air bladder? It is something related to air, na? So, this air bladder, which will help them to stay at their current water depth without wasting energy. See, if they are swimming in the water, they are moving their place from one place to another place. They are moving their direction, they are moving their body from one place to another place. But if this fish want to stay the current state of that depth, right? See, the water is having various depth. Imagine this as the depth of the water. Now, fish wants to remain at this much depth, right? So how they can stay at this much state only? With the help of this air bladder, which will provide the support to maintain their body shape, maintain their body structure at that particular depth, so that it cannot move up or down, right? They can maintain their body straight into particular depth of the water. Clear this part? Okay. And how they can do it? By maintaining the oxygen level and the air level in the body structure. Okay, now what do you see in this one? Yes, this is the structure of snail. What do you know about this snail? See, this is something looking beautiful, no? This is the shell of the snail. So this is called shell, and these are the soft tissues which are present in the snail, right? So this snail, which is having a hard covering, that is called shell. So do you know the use of this shell? Yes, as it is hard covering which is present on the skin, it will provide the protection to the snail from the enemies or from the harsh conditions. So let us discuss something about the snail. See, the snails have spiral shell that they load on their back. As you have seen in this picture, that they are having the spiral shell which will be there in the back side. The hard shell protects their soft body and internal organs. You know na this one? Yes, that is for their protection. This shell is made up of calcium carbonate. See, these are the calcium carbonate. This shell is made up of what? Calcium carbonate. That is the chemical formula. That is CaCO3. So you may have a question like this. That shell is made up of what? Yes, it is made up of calcium carbonate. Clear? Okay. Oh, what do you know about this? You know what kind of animal is there? Yes, you are right that there is octopus. So from this picture, we are going to describe the structure of this animal, that is the octopus, right? What do you know about this octopus? Yes. See, this octopus is having how many legs? Yes, 8 legs are there. That's why the name has been given as octopus. Okay, now 8 legs are there, and can you see? This is the bulbous head, which is looking like a bulb, no? So they are having the one bulbous head. Can you find any kind of bony structure? No. So they don't have any kind of bones. So no bones are present. And what is there in this picture? Yes, that is related to heart. So they are having 1, 2 and 3 heart. So from this picture only, you can describe the characteristic. You know your observation power and interpretation power is so much good that within the image only you can describe these things. So let's discuss whether we are right or not. So the octopus is an ocean creature because it is living in ocean. So that's why it is ocean creature. They have 8 arms. Yes, we have seen, na? Right? So they are having the 8 arms and bulbous head. They have 3 heart. In this point also we are correct. They have blue blood. See, their blood is blue in color. As you know that our blood is red in color, but the blood of octopus is blue in color. Why that is blue in color? Because they are having different pigmentation. As we are having hemoglobin in our blood, they will be having different protein. They will be having different pigmentation so that they are having this blue blood. Then they release ink to deter the predators. So whenever they are finding some kind of enemies are there, they will release the ink so that no other animal can find out this octopus. So they are releasing this ink. They are boneless creatures. Again, we are correct. And hence they can squeeze their body into tight space. See, whenever something which is very large in size, they cannot pass within the small surface, right? So, but now, see, this octopus is large in size, but as they are not having any kind of bone structure, they can easily squeeze. If the structure is like this, they can squeeze their body and they can move from one place to another place within the short area. Clear these things? So, that was about the octopus. Now we are having the dolphin. You know, na dolphin? So this dolphins and whales have air holes at the top of their head. At the top of their head, they will be having air holes. So what is the function of hole? You know, na, whenever something hole is there, it will allow the transport. It will allow the exchange. So it will allow the exchange of gas. So when they need to breathe, they come up at the water surface and take fresh air. See, now you know that this dolphins, or imagine this as a dolphin, right? So whenever these fish are there and they wants to breathe, so how they can breathe? So for that part, they will come at the surface and with the help of this hole-like structure which is present at their head, they will breathe. Clear? And they will take the fresh air which is present in the atmosphere. Now, birds. What are the characteristics of the birds? Yes, the first characteristics you will say, yes, they can fly easily. Now, again I will ask something. If they can fly, so what are the reason for this flying purpose? Yes, they are having the wings to fly, right? They are having the colorful feathers. They are having the legs too, no? So these are the different characteristics. So birds are having both legs and wings which they are using to move from one place to another place. You know that birds are having the dual characteristics. They can also walk as well as fly in the sky. So for this walking purpose, they are having the legs. But if they want to fly in the sky, they are having the bird. So this wings. They have one pair of leg with toes in front and back. As you have seen some picture related to birds, they are having the fingers, right? The toes, they are not having the fingers like us, but the toes which are present at the back side as well as front side. The toes support the body weight and help in maintaining the balance. As you know, if you want to balance something on the surface, then how you can balance it? So for that part, you have to make the holding, right? You have to have the strong holding over the surface. So for that purpose, these birds are having the toes, which are present in their legs, which will hold their body, which will provide the balance to their body. Clear? They have hollow bones which reduces the body weight. As these birds have to fly in the sky, so whenever you want to fly something in air, it should be lightweight, right? Whenever you are flying the kite in the sky, it will be very light in weight. So just like that, these birds also want to fly in the sky. It should be light in weight. So that's why their bone structures will be there. That bones are present, but it will be hollow. It will not be the strong one. It will be the hollow-like structure so that it can reduce the weight of the birds. Clear these things? Okay. Now what is next? That is cockroach. You scared from the cockroach? No, you are the strong, right? So the cockroach has special features to walk, to climb on the walls, and even fly for the short distance. So these cockroaches are having the three features. Yes, they can walk easily, they can climb on the walls, and they can even fly for short distance. So how they can do these things? Yes, let's discuss. So for that walking purpose and climbing purpose, they are having the 6 legs, or you can say 3 pair of legs. And for the flying purpose, they are having the 2 pairs of wings. Clear? So you can say 6 legs and 4 wings. They have tiny air holes on their skin called spiracles. See, as we have seen for the dolphin, they are having the air hole which is present at the top of their head. Now this cockroach is having the spiracle structure. So what do you mean by the spiracle structure? So the spiracle structure are the tiny holes which are present on the clear? Okay. The spiracles are connected to the small tubes called for the circulation of oxygen. The small tubes are known as trachea. See, the spiracles are directly connected to the trachea so that it can easily allow the transport of gases, which will allow easily circulation of oxygen. As they are having the tiny holes, through these tiny holes, this oxygen will come inside and through this trachea. Now, whenever this oxygen is coming to their body, it will get into the trachea. Now, from the trachea, it has to circulate this oxygen. So, through the help of this spiracles, through the help of this trachea, the connection between trachea and the spiracles, it will allow the diffusion of this oxygen into their body. Clear these things? Okay. Now, we are going to learn about the skin patterns. You know, we are having the skin, we are having the different color pigmentation, right? But these animals are having the different colors and the skin patterns are also different. So what kind of skin pattern is there? Let's discuss. Some animals have specific patterns on their skin. So what kind of pattern do you know? Have you seen the tiger, zebra, leopard? They are having the different skins, na? Different skin pattern is there. So this pattern help the animals look different and beautiful. As you have seen the feathers of the birds, they are having the different patterns. So it looks very beautiful. These patterns also help the animal to camouflage. What do you mean by the camouflage? You know anything about the camouflage? Yes. See, this camouflage is known as the blending of color. When their body surface is get blend with the background. As you know, if my skin color is black and the background is black, then you will not able to see me. Why? Because you cannot differentiate the black color with the black color, no? So that's why I am doing the camouflage. If I am making myself black, but I cannot do that. But some of the animals are having that feature of camouflage through which they can blend themselves with the background so that it would be very difficult to differentiate them from the background for the predators, right? So they cannot hunt them. Now see, as you can see, this tiger is having the skin pattern like this. Animals, this like elephant is having the skin pattern. The snake is also having the scale, right? The zebra is having the strips on their body. Cow is having the feature like this. Leopard is having the skin like this. This peacock is having the beautiful feathers and they are having the pattern like this. So based on the skin pattern only people are wearing different kinds of clothes. As you can see different kind of pattern like this on their clothes too, right? So this was about the skin pattern which will allow them to make differentiate their body, right? They will allow them for the protection. This camouflage is also one kind of protection so that enemies will be scared away from that animal, right? Clear these things? Okay, good.